We were all awaiting a big announcement from the Pokemon Company, and near the end of June we finally got it, but it wasn't quite what we were expecting. Welcome back, my fellow gamers. This is Top 10 Gaming, and I'm your host, Amanda McKnight. Today we're going to be talking about the disappointing news that is Pokemon Unite. Pokemon Unite is a game that was recently announced that will be the first ever team-based Pokemon game to come to mobile and Nintendo Switch. It will even be cross-platform, but despite the fact that the Pokemon Company and their partner Tencent seem excited to share the news of this multiplayer online battle arena style game, or MOBA, fans were not as enthusiastic. And today we're going to explore just why that is as we count down the top 10 reasons people hate Pokemon Unite. And be sure to stick around to the end of this list where I'll have some bonus content coming your way, and give this video a thumbs up if you are also concerned about the future of Pokemon and this new strange MOBA game. Alright, let's get counting. Number 10. Gen 4. Some of this hate from the Pokemon fandom, I think, is simply coming from the fact that we had bigger hopes for the franchise and this upcoming announcement, or maybe different hopes is a better way to phrase that. People don't necessarily need a Pokemon MOBA game, but what everyone would have really liked is a remake of Pokemon Pearl and Pokemon Diamond. Rumors had been flying around before the Pokemon Unite announcement that we'd be getting an announcement instead about remakes. When this turned out not to be true, a lot of fans were just disappointed right off the bat. Everyone got their hopes up only to feel like they'd been dashed, making the Pokemon Unite announcement feel more devastating than exciting. Number 9. The fake fans. A concern many big Pokemon fans have is that the MOBA game Pokemon Unite will bring in fake fans. In other words, there will be people who play Pokemon Unite simply because they love MOBAs, I guess, and not because they care about Pokemon at all. Some people have implied that if this happens, these fake fans will ruin the fandom for more pure fans of the franchise. Now, I personally don't put a lot of stock myself in this kind of hate because it's gatekeeping, and I think that there is always space in any fandom for all kinds of fans, whether they be hardcore walking encyclopedias of the fandom or just more casual fans. The more fans you have, the better it is. Still, memes have been circulating that have been spreading this kind of hate for potential Pokemon Unite fans and implying that they should be considered lesser than. Like, there's Pokemon fans and then there's Pokemon Unite fans. The Pokemon fans are up here. The Pokemon Unite fans are like, they're not even on the screen. Number 8, it's trending. While the announcement video for Pokemon Unite may be getting a lot of thumbs down, it's also been trending pretty hardcore, even after its initial reveal. So if it's hated so much, why are people watching it? Well, this is kind of the loop hate effect when it comes to the internet and trends. Other people talking about the hate makes other people want to watch and hate on Pokemon Unite too. Why? Well, because it's trendy to do so. It's that FOMO, that fear of missing out. If everyone else is doing it, I certainly don't want to miss out on all the fun. In this case, the fun being hate. Of course, many people who are watching this video late may still dislike the idea of a Pokemon MOBA for their own reasons, but I'm sure that rising dislike count doesn't encourage people to hit like, more likely encourages them to hit dislike. If anything, seeing everyone else hate on Pokemon Unite will likely only inspire you to do so as well. So, trends definitely still play a factor in all of the hate. You know, when it's trendy to hate things, people just hate for the trend, even without realizing it. I also don't think people hate for the trend intentionally. It's like a subconscious thing. Number 7, not all the evolutions. While we saw in the gameplay that as you gain more points, you level up your character and also choose the build of your Pokemon, one thing that is important to notice is that not all evolutions seem to be present. For example, Pikachu never evolves into Raichu, nor does it start out as the later discovered baby version of Pikachu, Pichu. Something that seems odd is the selection of which evolutions are being incorporated into gameplay. Will we see Raichu added in later, or does it simply not exist at all? Will there be no baby Pokemon evolutions, so no Pichu or Happiny? While this might be necessary to even out gameplay in terms of Pokemon strengths, it is a little frustrating given that these other evolutions and baby versions are a part of the Pokemon lore and Pokemon knowledge. Number 6, Pokemon catching Pokemon? One of the weird things that we saw in the announcement was that part of the gameplay would involve Pokemon catching other Pokemon. What? In Pokemon Unite, you play as a team of Pokemon facing off against an opposing team of Pokemon. The difference between this MOBA and others is that it's not just the demolition of the other team's base and towers that will end up ensuring your victory. In fact, the other team could still win even if you managed to complete that goal. Instead, in Pokemon Unite, points determine the winner. So while it's cool that there are a variety of different ways to score points, like catching wild Pokemon, it feels a little weird within the story to be catching Pokemon while you are a Pokemon yourself. Normally Pokemon don't catch other Pokemon, you know what I mean? Number 5, Tencent games. A lot of people are not a fan of the idea of this particular MOBA because of Tencent's involvement and collab with the Pokemon company. Tencent is known as being the creators of China's most popular MOBA game, Honor of Kings. And if you've seen or played Honor of Kings and then you saw the Pokemon Unite trailer, you'll likely know what I'm talking about. To many, the gameplay and style of this Pokemon MOBA looks almost identical. Now, if you haven't played Honor of Kings, just picture League of Legends gameplay, as honestly, those two games also look very similar. Their maps and their graphics look almost identical. Number 4, MOBA RESKIN. Of course, it isn't just Tencent's involvement. The hate goes beyond that. With MOBA games being so popular and so successful and making money with microtransactions, people are upset because they feel that this game is just another attempt to simply make money. It's all just a money grab. The game appears to be just another MOBA reskin. There doesn't seem to be anything unique about its look or its gameplay to people. The big difference between Pokemon Unite and any other MOBA is simply, I don't know, the presence of Pokemon instead of champions. Even the goal of the game seems pretty much the same, although the way that you're scoring the win is a little different. And it's this laziness that many are feeling frustrated with because they know that the Pokemon brand and the MOBA style game are just being combined solely to make money, not to create something new or something exciting for either group of fans. Number 3, ruin the brand. Some think that this is even more of a big deal than just the same old game style reskinned and on repeat. It isn't about the concern for Pokemon Unite failing, but the impact that its failure could actually have on the bigger picture, the Pokemon brand. Many fans of Pokemon have taken to posting on social media and commenting on YouTube to express they are worried that the game could actually kill the entire Pokemon brand, with the dislikes in most cases outweighing the likes on many of the videos promoting Pokemon Unite. It's easy to understand where that concern comes from. Number 2, type doesn't matter? While I, as a fan of MOBAs and a fan of Pokemon, personally think that the gameplay of Pokemon Unite looked pretty cool, one important facet that many fans seemed frustrated with in regards to gameplay was that Pokemon type doesn't seem to have any effect on your battle. In a regular Pokemon battle, of course, type can make a huge difference. It can make or break a battle. But likely in an effort to make everything feel fair and even and smooth it all out, this element of strategy was removed from gameplay, meaning that a fire Pokemon like Charizard won't have any kind of type advantage over a grass type like Venusaur. While it's better for a MOBA, it's disappointing for fans who really have worked hard to know their types and use that information to their advantage in standard Pokemon battles. People are like, are we not going to get any type interaction at all in terms of that knowledge? Number 1, what's next? The hate for Pokemon Unite also extends beyond the Pokemon fandom and beyond the MOBA fandom even. The concern for many and the jokes being made are actually surrounding how this game could affect all fandoms moving forward, especially if it does moderately well. Now, if Pokemon Unite ends up making a bunch of money, what's to stop Tencent from seeking to partner up with other brands and going on to make a variety of different ridiculous MOBAs? How about a Harry Potter Wizards Unite? What about Star Trek Unite? Adventure Time Unite? The possibilities are endless. Where does that end? Thank you so much for watching. What are some of your favorite Pokemon that you hope to see in Pokemon Unite? Are you excited for this MOBA, or do you think that it looks terrible? If you hate Pokemon Unite, what is your reasoning? Let us know in the comments below. And speaking of comments, it's time to turn to some comments from one of our latest videos, Top 10 Things We Got Wrong About The Last of Us Part 2. Is it Drixby? It's Drixby, or it's DRXPPYKXDRXOT asks, Amanda, what did you do? When did you become a goth? Okay, well, I became a goth when I think I was about 11. I remember my mom saying, it's just a phase. And although I might not always be goth on the outside, like today, obviously not very goth, I have always been goth on the inside since I was about 11 years old. So when it comes out, don't let it scare you. It's totally normal for me. The gamer comments, Last of Us 2 or Revengeception. I mean, there is definitely some Revengeception in there, I'd say. A loop of revenge, if you will. And that's all the time we have for comments today. Be sure to comment below for a chance to have your thoughts and feels shouted out in a future video. This has been Top 10 Gaming, and I'm your host, Amanda McKnight, reminding you to keep on gaming on. Pew pew!